Good morning, CDT day 117. Just giving you a little view of the camp we stayed at last night. You might notice it's quite a bit brighter than when we said we'd leave. I got up around woke up around 3 a.m. and realized that why are we going to try to basically sprint like 3+ miles per hour for 5 straight hours just to get to a breakfast buffet and nothing else. And we were super comfortable. We had a big day yesterday, so sleep was needed. So we just went back to bed and hung out here till an appropriate time. And now we're going to go into town today, stay at the campground in Grand Village, get some lunch, hang out with Paps and Woj, and then probably get some grilling stuff for dinner, have a good time, get a shower in, possibly some laundry, and all that usual stuff. And then we'll head out tomorrow towards Old Faithful, probably do that in about a day. So this works out way better. We still get to hit up the breakfast buffet tomorrow morning, and everything seems to work out pretty well. I don't know why I didn't see it yesterday, but I think we were just really trying to hit those miles, so that's why we were in the mindset. This works out way better. So we're going to be leaving in a minute. I have one protein bar to get me from here to town. Jesus says nothing. So we're going to be definitely hungry by the time we get into town and devouring some lunch. So we'll be heading out in a minute and hitting this trail. All right, it is 8 a.m. on Saturday, August 24th. We are on the move. One thing I'm learning about Yellowstone so far, there are a lot of river crossings. Some we can pop across dry. This one, I could not. Oh, the shoes, they are so damp. They are so squishy and cold and uncomfortable. Oh, why, young sneaker, do you have to be so squishy? Not 2 minutes after telling you guys about the plethora of river crossings comes another. But luckily, I'm already wet, so you can't hurt me. I don't even feel this. It's so dang beautiful though, isn't it? Just love these meandering streams, and the water is so clear and cold, which is not good for my feet, but it is really good for drinking. And it just feels so wild out here. It's really cool to see Yellowstone in the backcountry without all the tourists. It's really nice. Look at that beautiful mountain right there. Another peak over there too. Between here and there is what's called Heart Lake. I honestly don't know why they call it that. It looks nothing like a heart. And I believe the reason they called it that is because it's supposed to look like a heart. But I digress. I've been walking around this pretty giant lake for several miles, but this pine grove is so thick and dense that I haven't even seen it yet. So I know it's out there, but I don't know if I'll be able to catch a glimpse at any point. And it looks like I do get to get my view. Welcome to Heart Lake. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, today I learned that gators, the things that are meant to keep crap from getting inside of your shoe from the ankle aren't very useful when the sides of your shoes are blown out and have holes in them, because you get stuff like this. Oh my. That was one sandy beach. Beautiful, but very tough walking. Luckily, it was only for about a quarter mile, so we are back on trail and headed up. And my next break is going to be at this warm creek. Apparently, there's a kind of like a hot spring creek coming up before the climb. There's a single climb we have today. It's about 600 feet, and it'll be coming up in the next couple miles or so. We are a little past halfway on the distance of our day already. About 7.3 miles to go from here, and it was a 15.8 mile day. So, we're down to about 8.5 miles walked. So, yeah, we're about a mile past halfway. And that's pretty cool. Alright, so we got this nice little mountain stream right here. Probably pretty cold, huh? It's a hot spring. It's like probably 100, somewhere between like 100 and 140 degrees right now. It's so warm. So it's pretty awesome. And it also screws with my head because it looks exactly like just a regular mountain stream. So I would assume that it's freezing cold. So it's pretty cool to have some hot water around here. I don't think I'll go in for a full soak because I really want to get into town so I can get some lunch, since I'm only running on half a protein bar and gave the other half to Jesus. So I'm just going to soak my feet for a little bit. Then we got a 600-foot climb up the valley over there and onto town. About 6 miles out, I believe. Yeah. We're starting to get into some serious geothermal stuff here. Look, we got a mini Grand Prismatic. The mini Prismatic. Bright blue with orange rim, bubbling away. Yeah, Yellowstone's pretty freaking cool already. Alright, after a good soak, finally starting to climb away from Heart Lake in the valley, and I'm seeing some pretty cool features as well. Out here, there's all these mineral deposits. See some steam coming off, so there's some boiling water through there. This is pretty awesome. So I'm now in the midst of about a 600-foot climb. I think I might be like 100, possibly 200 up. So I'm gonna keep going, top this baby out. Alright, I'm pretty sure I topped out my climb, because I've been doing some mellow, flat, and also a little bit of down for the past 10-15 minutes. So it's real nice, cruisy, comfortable. I like it. Alright, looks like I made it to the parking lot, the Heart Lake Trailhead. That concludes a 15.8 mile day. And we're going to be narrowing into Grant Lake Village. But first, I'm going to pay a visit to this privy, because I've been holding on to bathroom time for a while. Jesus is ahead of me, so he probably already got a hitch because the highway's right there. And Woj is right on my heels. And Paps is a little further behind, not sure where he is. So we could all be getting separate hitches, or who knows, we might bunch up. Finally. Alright, 2:22 p.m. Just started hitching, about 3 cars passed, no bites. So far, no problem. Hopefully somebody will come by soon, but nobody's driving too fast, and I have this really nice pull-off right here. So all the hitching requirements have been made. I'm also taking off my sunglasses and leaving my hat up, and I have everything packed down as tightly as possible, but keeping my trekking poles out so that people know I'm a hiker, and that's the best I can do. So let's see what happens. Wow.
And that was at Cabin Creek, which is on the southeast arm of Yellowstone Lake. I've seen plenty of seem to be staying in the front country.
What's the deal with that this year? Is it just because there's like a lot of rain, or you guys had a lot of snow?
So Woj and I just got a really awesome hitch from a national park ranger who just had to check us for warrants. Luckily none, surprising for me. And as soon as we get into town, we find Jesus every single time. So, we're at the general store, which also has a grill. So I got some double entrees because that's the way I am. Pulled pork sandwich and a bacon cheeseburger. And then also, they allow us to drink some of their beer in here. So I got some Yellowstone Brewery Golden Ale based on Jesus' suggestion, and also a wild huckleberry lager. from the Great Northern Brew Company. So got some beer, got some burgers, got some fries, and friends, what could be better? Alright, we just arrived at Yellowstone Lake. Gigantic lake out here, pretty much in the middle of the park. And now we're gonna have some dinner at the lake house right after having a double lunch like an hour ago. Still hungry. Let's get some food and some beer. Yeah, that's the view of the lake from our seats with my beer. Red Lodge Hefeweizen. I do like me some German wheat. I finally made it into camp after getting some beer. So pack's loaded up with some Pabst, and the camp is loaded up with some Pabst because that's his name. Yeah, we got a fire ring, picnic table, and a bunch of flat spots to camp. Also, right next to a shower building with flush toilets and electrical outlets for charging, so that's sweet. And we're pretty much at the beginning of the campground, so we don't have to walk too far to get out. We got so lucky because there is a courtesy vehicle that shuttles people around, just happened to be passing by us, so he turned around and gave us a ride into camp, which was sweet, and saved us about a half a mile of walking. I don't know if we'll get that lucky this time around, so we got about 0.6 back into town tomorrow morning, but it'll be totally worth it for the all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet. So for now, we're going to drink, set up fire, and have a good night. So I will leave you with some statistics. We walked 15.7 miles today and climbed about 2,000 feet in elevation. So a decent half day, not too bad. All right, so see you guys tomorrow.